Hello, wow, that is bright. Okay, I'm under the spotlight. First, real quick, thank you to the Media Post folks. This is the best conference, FYI. I'm Jill, in case you guys didn't see all of my questions today and yesterday, and this is Claire. So I want to talk to you about GSTV. So when there's a dramatic pause, it's the clicker because it's a little bit of a delay. So here we go. So I know he already took a poll, but how many people have not, by raising your hands, experienced GSTV in the wild? Wow. Wait, there's no hands. We got one little one. It's okay. It's okay. I always like to ask. It's good to know. But that, oh my gosh, my CRO and the marketing team are going to be so happy to hear that. So, quick snapshot. So GSTV, we run a show, and sometimes it's referred to as a broadcast loop. We run a show with content and ads on the TV screens at the gas pumps. And I know that sounds obvious, but trust me, it's not sometimes. So we are a national video network. What I would love for you guys to walk away today is thinking of GSTV in three pillars. If you are specifically a QSR or CDR brand that are looking for reach, incremental reach, if you're spending a lot of money on linear and you're looking to reach those cord cutters, like me, then GSTV can help you reach that incremental reach. Attention, attention, attention. Why are people paying attention to our show? Spoiler alert, it's the content partners, which Claire will talk about later, but I'm going to spoil that in advance. And then, again, why do you care about us? We drive results, whether that is reach, effective CPMs, foot traffic, sales lift. We can help you reach those key KPIs. So a little bit about our footprint. We currently reach about 115 million monthly viewers. In regards to how many stations or fuel retailers in our network, we are about 28,000, with the caveat of New Jersey and Oregon, because they're about that full-service lifestyle. Although Oregon, all my Oregon people, you guys are going self-service. I think people have to learn how to pump their gas, but we're going to get there. We're coming. New Jersey, no. I don't think we'll ever break that. And then in regards to the show, again, the show, you're going to hear me say average because, again, the average fueler is different. Somebody might have an Expedition. Somebody might have a Mini Cooper. So your gas tank is going to be different, the amount of money you put in there. Some of our stations run 15-second spots. Some of them run 30. So the average show runs 3 to 5 minutes, and the average dwell time is 4 minutes. So again, why? Why as QSR, dining brands, restaurants, why do you care about working with GSTV? Why would you want to? That's a great question. I'm going to let you know why. So we have run many, many, many studies. That's one of the things that I love about GSTV is our research studies and our case studies. And we've run with MasterCard Advisors, Affinity Solutions, and it showed, it's proven actually now in both studies, that the #1 stop or destination after fueling up is QSR. It's restaurants. Why? You can associate GSTV as like an equation. Fueling up equals errand day equals spending. So talking about errand day, when I leave my house and I get gas, I'm going to run all my errands. I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to go to Target. I'm going to go to Sephora. I'm going to go to Zara because I return all my Zara items in person. That's a different story. We could talk about it at the pool. So this is a day when they're running their errands and they're spending money. Think of like, you know, that's top of mind. And again, going back to that elevated day of spending. So really you can work with GSTV like if you are day partying, you know, especially for our breakfast people or lunch people. You want to hit them during the middle of the day, the late night snackers. We can help customize a plan for you so you are not wasting any media dollars. Cute little side note about GSTV. One fuel transaction equals one impression, or you can look at it as a view. So there's no wasted media dollars, which is a big differentiator so, amongst our other competitors. So that's something that a lot of brands, marketers, love to hear. So if you think about it, a body at rest stays in rest. A body in motion keeps on going, right? So how hard does your media dollars have to work if somebody's on the couch? Yeah, maybe they'll DoorDash, and you're, as part of your omni-channel strategy, you already have your plan on how you're gonna reach them on the couch, at home, on their mobile. But what about when they're out of the house, when they're on the go, when they're right around the corner from a Blaze Pizza, plug it right there, or a Papa John's, or a Rusty Taco? How hard does your dollars have to work to let them know, hey, if you go around the block and you're hungry, you can grab that instantly? So, proximity targeting. So, obviously, we're a national video network, and you can run in all of the markets. But as we've been talking about today, local marketing is important, especially for those franchisees. A lot of our brands work with us. You know, they are like, Jill, I only want to include GSTV stations in these DMAs that are within a 3-mile radius from our restaurants. No problem. And a lot of people also ask us, since we're so unique, we get put sometimes in the out-of-home bucket. I mean, we're digital out-of-home. We run video assets. So I tell people, actually, we have been an extension of social video and TV buys. We'd worked with a major QSR. They were running a big awareness campaign. I'm probably going to give it away once I give a couple of details away. They were running on Instagram, on TikTok, the Tiki-Talkie actually, right? Yeah. It was these 2 sauces for chicken nuggets. I didn't say who it is, but they were running a massive awareness campaign on social, working with a lot of foodie influencers. And they were like, okay, we're running all this awareness, but then how do we drive them that last mile? How do we let them know, hey, you can get those sauces and those nuggets and a milkshake, or, you know, a cheeseburger right around the corner. So when you are putting together your omni-channel strategy, like, hey, yeah, you're running all this awareness, but how do you get them, how do you nudge them and let them know that if they go down the block, that your restaurant is right there? So without further ado, I'm going to pass the invisible mic to Claire to talk about our case studies.
Thanks, Jill. So let's get into some case studies. So this specific case study was for a national QSR. They utilized GSTV to promote a new budget-friendly meal combo. Who doesn't love a good deal? And they, like Jill was saying, they proximity targeted our station, so they were reaching viewers right when they were down the street. And they also day-parted their messaging. So whether you have breakfast, lunch, dinner, late night menu, we can reach the viewers at the relevant type of day or relevant time of day when they're hungry. So I won't read the full results, but one that sticks out is this campaign drove 700,000 incremental store visits, which is really great. Moving on to the next one, this was for a fast casual restaurant that I'm sure we have all dined at one point in our life. They promoted an in-app savings to drive engagement and foot traffic. So both of these studies that I just went over, they were with Foursquare to measure the foot traffic impact that the GSTV campaign had. And this specific campaign, I like to point out, was 100% franchisee buy-in. So all of the franchisees, they pooled their money together to make this campaign happen. And with that, we included a 5-second location tag or end call at the end of their brand spot to call out the specific location of each restaurant location so the viewers knew exactly where to go. So we had their address on the screen. They realized it was right down the corner, and they could order in-app and then go pick it up. So more great results there. The location tags really drive that foot traffic further with over 1 million incremental store visits. And then lastly, we also have a case study from a national pizza chain. They wanted to measure in-app orders and app activity, so we partnered with Coachava on this one. They also had a 5-second tag at the end of their creative, but instead of airing the actual location, they had more messaging to drive viewers to use their app. So further action among our viewers, and 40% increase in web order lift, almost a 25% increase in app installs. So great results around the board. Now we'll get into why our viewers even pay attention to our screen. Thank you for the spoiler alert, Jill, but it's our content. So we have a one-to-one relationship with all of our content partners. If you've fueled up at our stations, you know Maria Menounos is a huge part of our screen. Everyone recognizes her. They love her. We also have Tank Sinatra. He's a newer partner of ours. People love him. We have Big Machine Label Group for country music, So Yummy, which is food content. So really something for everyone. And all of our content is also, you can do custom integrations. So Subway, for example, did an integration with Tank Sinatra, where we saw really great feedback from our viewers, and they saw really great foot traffic increase from that. So as Jill said, we have about 4 minutes with our viewers. So we like to keep our show very snackable, short form, very easily digestible. So it's easy to watch and people want to watch it. So it's really built for that on-the-go audience. We're also owned and operated, so we're 100% brand safe, no hard news or political advertising. And lastly, we'll get into a few of our product offerings. So I know we talked about location tags, action tags. We also have an L bar, which is that top example. So just other ways that you can amplify your brand on our screens. So we'll take a look at a few examples. This is a 15-second brand spot with a 5-second action tag for McDonald's.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
You're less than 5 minutes away from McDonald's $5 meal deal.
So I know we've talked about LTOs these past couple days. We see LTOs being utilized on our network and doing really well as well. So a lot of our dining partners will partner with us in that way. I also have another video on the next screen. This is the same brand spot, but with our L bar activation. So this is very consistent messaging throughout the L bar activation. You'll see once I play it, but it's good for, grand openings, LTOs, engaging or making people, encouraging them to download the app. So a bunch of different ways you can customize.
Looking for a reason to try the $5 meal deal with new McValue? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. Get more than you expect with the $5 meal deal with new McValue.
So you can see it's a little bit different, but our in-house creative team can create all of this for you guys, so there's no heavy lifting. They can ideate for you guys and really bring a vision to life. So lastly, we have one last video for Jack in the Box. So I know I mentioned custom content as well. So our creative team created the first 15 seconds of the custom content that I'm about to play for Jack in the Box, followed by their 15-second ad spot to really amplify the brand on our screens.
My 100% all-white meat spicy chicken strips are back. Look at them sitting there. Just sitting there. Can't believe we hired a director for this. Spicy chicken strips starting at $5 are back at Jack in the Box.
And that's GSTV. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them, or you guys can find us later.
At the pool.
At the pool, we'll be there. And yeah, thank you guys for your time.